Hi, my name is Joe, and we've been talking about the election in Media BTEC at DLD College to tell young people what the election is all about. We're interviewing Principal Borland about politics.
Yep, and I'm very happy to be here. So I'll try and answer your questions as best as I can.
What do you think that the youth of today have any relevance or involvement in politics of today?
Okay, Joe, I think when we think about the run-up to the election, could young people have been more heavily involved? Definitely the answer is yes. And I can just speak for my local area where I live in Sussex. I haven't seen any young people that have come canvassing with a lot of what I would say are elderly retired folk. So most definitely, I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that would have been available and would have been willing to be involved if you'd had the encouragement and the opportunity.
How do you feel about, because we have a lot of foreign students at DLD, especially at the new campus in Westminster, loads of new students and foreign students. How do you feel about them being approached with politics? Because they've come to this country, and I think the environment as well as politics does affect them in how they interact and live here.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It has an impact if they're going to stay in the UK for university, in terms of the cost of living and university fees and so on. Yeah. And it's a very good question because we often overlook the international element. These students that are living in host families or in the boarding will not have been exposed to how the various parties stand politically and what the budget is going forward. So I think there is an element of tapping in because it is such a resource, a rich resource coming into the UK that politicians need to get a handle on.
And also throughout like my entire school life I've had here or even abroad, I've never had the opportunity to have been taught specifically about politics or surrounding like the entire subject or what each policy might have influence on my life later on in my life, or what me investing into a specific party or choice might have on me or the rest of the wider community as myself. So I feel as if a lot of young people don't have the not the intuition, but they're not given the incentive nor given the right means to vote. Like having a clear decision on what they want to vote for.
Yes, and that's why it's particularly important for institutions such as DLD to be more heavily involved. There is always a clinic time available that those MPs are more than willing to meet young people. And most definitely with the move that we are about to make to Westminster, we'll be on the doorstep and we need to be tapping into those rich resources a lot more than we are at the moment.
Polls opened at 7 o'clock this morning at around 50,000 polling stations across the UK. A total of 650 Westminster MPs will be elected, with around 50 million people registered to vote. There are more than 9,000 council seats being contested across 279 English local authorities. Polling stations will remain open until 10 o'clock tonight.